Hello. It's been a long time since I've done one of these videos, but I felt led to do it. As I'm sitting here and recording this, it's Wednesday, the 18th of March, 2020. Here in the United States and around the world, we're all dealing with the COVID-19 virus, and there's a lot of fear, a lot of hurt, a lot of pain going on in the world. I had my little panic attack yesterday morning as I thought about the loss of, or possible loss of income should my job or my son's job be curtailed for days or weeks. Talking with my manager at the store, he just reassured me that things seem to be moving along normally. When people are coming into the store, they're looking for furniture, they're making some purchases, but time will tell on this. My son's job might possibly be suspended for a time, but we'll get through this. I was encouraged by that. And then I watched the president's news conference, and again, just now, I'm encouraged by what I see. I see an individual and his team that is doing everything they possibly can to mitigate this, to find cures, to find vaccines, to find therapeutics, to find things that will mitigate it, that will lessen its effect on the human body, on all of us. And I'm encouraged by what they're doing. I'm encouraged by what we're doing here at the house. I feel like, there's no restaurants to go to, so we can't go out and mingle that way. So we're kind of hunkering down. I'll have to go to work. My son has to go to work, and then we've got to get groceries. But other than that, we're not going anywhere. I've got a lot of movies to watch. I've got a lot of entertainment possibilities. So I'm fine with that. So I was encouraged yesterday. What discourages me initially was the economic on this. What's happening out there? All the people that have lost jobs in the sporting industries and the people that support the games, the restaurants, the bars, the theaters. We can't even go to church right now, many of us, because services have been canceled for fear of spreading the virus. It's understandable. But I was encouraged by what I saw yesterday and today with what the government is doing to help us get through this. And we will get through this. This will end. This is a bug. This is a war against an invisible foe, an invisible enemy. It started in China, yes. It's moved widely across the world. It's very infectious, and it can be deadly to some of us. The good news is most of us, if we get it, it'll be a mild flu. Some of us may get a little sicker. Some may have to be hospitalized, and a very few of us may pass away because of complications from this. But most of us are going to be just fine once we get through this, and we will get through this. So I was encouraged yesterday, and I felt like being cooped up in the house. I wanted to watch something historic, something having to do patriotic with our country. And I felt led to watch HBO's John Adams, and I watched the first 2 episodes of that. And then later last night, my wife wanted to watch Pearl Harbor, one of our favorite movies. And I know it's a fictionalized story of the Pearl Harbor attack, but it's still fun and uplifting, and we enjoyed it. And it reminded me, though, both those movies, and also the movie Midway, the recent remake I purchased and watched recently, all reminded me of everything that we've been through. It's bad right now. Let's face it. It's bad right now. It's really tough for a lot of people. We will get through this, but it's been tough before, and we've gotten through this. The Revolutionary War was incredibly tough as we decided whether or not we were going to file for independence, shoot for that, or whether we were going to play around with King George and petition him, which was getting us nowhere. Anything could have gone wrong in so many ways, in so many places. George Washington crossing the Delaware at Christmas to surprise attack the Hessians, the German missionaries in Trenton, New Jersey. That operation could have gone wrong in so many different ways, but it didn't. And Washington was victorious, and it gave him and his army the boost he needed to press forward with the war. World War II, after the attack on Pearl Harbor, we managed to crack the Japanese naval codes, at least to the extent where we could know for certain that Midway was a target. We knew when the attack was coming, we knew where it was coming from, and we could lay in wait, and we could win that, and we did win that battle. And it changed the outcome of the war. And it got me to thinking, yeah, we've had some tough times. We've always gotten through it. God has always been there for this country. He's always placed the right person in the right spot at the right time. The Bible tells us that He is the one who puts kings and princes in power. And He's always had the right person, whether it be a president or in other countries a prime minister or a general or some other military person or an innovator or inventor. The right person has always been there at the right time. And then we've gotten through, and we'll get through this as well. And I'm trusting in Him. I'm encouraged by what I see the government doing. I'm encouraged not only on the virus front, but on the economic front to get us through this. And again, we will get through this. No question about it. We'll come out the other side and get back to normal. And we'll find toilet paper in the store again. By the way, don't buy too much of that stuff. Some of us may need it. This morning I was watching some clips on a news program. And there was a young lad who was very upset about all the things that his parents and everybody was watching on the TV, and his older sister came to him and taught him a Bible verse. And it was the right verse. And I'm going to read it to you right now. This is from 2 Timothy chapter 1, verse 7. For God hath not given us the spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. The spirit of fear is not from God. He didn't give us the spirit of fear. He gave us power and love and a sound mind. Let's use them. Let's love one another, care for each other. And that means not getting together with friends anywhere where we could possibly pass a virus around. Let's understand that. I think we do, and we'll get through this. That family has a motto, and that motto is what I titled this piece: faith over fear. Faith is from God. Fear is from a dark place. God didn't give us fear. That comes from somewhere else. What we need to do is have faith in the Lord, that He will put the right people in the right place at the right time. He always has. I look back on my life, and even before I knew Him, I could see that He had taken care of me. He'd helped me. He'd guided me. He'd protected me. Kept me out of trouble. Or at least less trouble than I would have been in. So I thank Him for that. And if you look back on your life, I think you'll see the same thing. So what I'm asking you to do, and I suggest we all do, is continue to pray for our government, pray for our world, pray for our world leaders, and those that are working on developing cures for this, that are working on helps for the economy to get us through this and beyond. Pray for the right decisions, wisdom, and guidance. Faith over fear. That will get us through. Trust the Lord. Pray when you think about it. And we'll get by. And we'll get back to normal. Thanks for listening. God bless.